I have a theory. See if you agree with me. I believe that these days, the media dictates the role models for young people. Essentially, young people, kids, they look to television and movies and music and find a person that looks like them or they can relate to and chooses them as their role model of what they aspire to be. Now, I grew up watching a little show called Saved by the Bell. Maybe you've heard of it. On that show, they had three guys. They had Zach the player, they had Slater the jock, and they had Screech the nerd. Now, automatically, I associated myself best with Screech, the nerd, the loser, the outsider. Mainly because I would look around me and there were plenty of Zachs and Slaters around me, so I didn't even consider the idea of me being the player or the jock. I subconsciously set myself up to be the loser. Now, thinking about this, I decided to look into what kind of role models there are for young Asian boys out there today. And here's a bit of the list I came up with. Daniel Day Kim, most famous for being on Lost. Now, Daniel, I want to be like you because your most famous role involved you being an impotent husband who couldn't speak English. Moving on. Matthew Moy, of Two Broke Girls fame. Matthew, I want to be like you because on your hit sitcom, your inconsistent accent and bizarre characterizations take Asian Americans back about 30 decades. I didn't misspeak, I know what I said. Masayoka, played Hiro Nakamura on the hit television show Heroes. Masi, I want to be like you because your character on that show proved to me that even if you have superpowers, Asian men can't get the girl. Very depressing. John Cho. John, I want to be like you because your most famous role involved you being a massive pothead who got sent to Guantanamo Bay. Jet Li. Mr. Lee. And I call you Mr. Lee because if I call you Jet, I feel like I need to break into a Leonard Bernstein song. Mr. Lee, I want to be like you because you proved to me that the only way I can matter in a feature film is if I know Kung Fu. Jackie Chan. Jackie, I respect you. Jackie, I want to be like you because if the girl in the film is Asian, you get the girl. But if the girl in the film is white, you go home lonely. That might not have anything to do with you being Asian. That might have more to do with the movies you pick. You know, it's probably a bad thing when your best role model out there is the Kung Fu Panda. Hi, my name is Jonathan G Galvez. I am the writer and star of Musical Theater for Asian Males Only Edition. The piece is a solo show where I take a look at the role Asian males have played in theater, in movies, television, and society. I take a look at the ridiculous roles Asian Americans have had to play, like Long Duck Dong, while taking a look at the more dramatic aspect of Asian American history in media, such as the protests of Miss Saigon coming to Broadway, and also the, more recently, the hazing and abuse and subsequent death of Private Danny Chen, all the while interweaving it with my own experiences as an Asian American musical theater and an Asian American writer. Essentially, the piece takes a look at Asian Americans and asks, in respect to theater and movies and film and society, it asks the question, what role can I play? Musical Theater for Asian Males Only Edition premieres Friday, September 28th at Art House Productions in Jersey City, New Jersey. Details are in the links below. Hope to see you at the show.